Welcome back. Drivers here in Pima County and Tucson are no stranger to potholes. They seem to be no problem, and they are no end in sight.
Yeah, many people who had their cars heavily damaged by potholes tell the N4T Tucson investigators they hit another hole in the road while trying to get coverage.
Our chief investigative reporter, Corus Nylander, gets answers in tonight's N4T Tucson investigation.
Well, there's hardly anything as frustrating as driving down the road and running into one of these potholes, especially if it costs you thousands of dollars in repairs.
The damage hit to the point where it bent a significant part of the rim, so much that the seal that's created between the rim and the tire was broken.
A nighttime drive on Tucson's west side cost this woman over $1,000 after she struck a pothole January 25th. Requiring her to replace one of her car's rims.
It was a crater, just like I'm sure every single person watching this story knows exactly what these giant crater potholes look like. It was jarring. It was traumatic.
She doesn't want us using her name in fear of retaliation. She says she quickly filed a notice of claim with the city of Tucson in January, trying to get them to cover the damage. Things didn't quite go that way. The city denied her claim about a month later, saying it needs to be made aware of a pothole at least 72 hours before it can be held liable. She questions the city's investigation into her claim because the response she received had the wrong date of the incident, saying it happened in December, and the wrong intersection listed.
So clearly they are denying these claims so quickly that they're not even changing the date on the paperwork. They have it in the intersection of Speedway and Greasewood, and as you know, Corus, we are not in the intersection. We are pretty far down the road on Speedway.
A half mile away, to be exact. The frustration goes outside the city limits.
I saw that huge crunch in the road at night. I sort of angled my car to the left. This was really dug out too, and I think I sort of hit that cone and it sort of drove my car, at least tore up my tires.
This man, who also doesn't want to be identified, had to replace 2 of his wheels and tires, costing over $2,500 after trying to avoid hitting this pothole on Silver Bell. He filed a notice of claim against Pima County in January.
And they said they'd look into it, and they just sent me another email saying that they didn't do anything wrong and that the road was in perfectly fine condition.
Looking at his damaged wheels, he disagrees with that.
All my tax dollars go here, and the roads suck, and I have to drive everywhere.
Funding for transportation is really limited. The gas tax hasn't been raised since 1991, so that contributes to our needing to scrimp and save and be very strategic about things, but potholes are one of the maintenance items we're always taking care of.
Catherine Skinner is Pima County's Director of Transportation. She says over the past 2 years, 43 claims have been made against the county related to potholes. 13 have been paid out. More than 23,000 potholes have been repaired.
We rely on the public to let us know. I mean, if our staff is out there and sees a pothole, they will address it.
She says the county has up to 5 days to address reported potholes on high-speed roadways. That jumps up to 30 days on low-volume roads. The city of Tucson would not provide us an interview after repeated requests, but says it has repaired more than 96,000 potholes the past 12 months. Those include duplicate reports. These 2 drivers feel they shouldn't have to hope that the pothole was previously reported within a certain period of time to be reimbursed.
Because this is wrong, and they need to do what's right, and they need to reimburse these taxpayers who are filing claims after damage to their cars.
And we have a full list of the latest reported potholes to Pima County over on our website, KVOA.com. We asked the city of Tucson for the same information, but they have yet to provide it. Reporting from Midtown, Corus Nylander, N4T Tucson.
And the N4T Tucson investigators want to get solutions, obviously, and they want to let people know where those unsafe potholes are in Tucson or Pima County. And if you can report it, we're going to help you get there by scanning the code on your screen. That's a QR code, and it will provide the information to the appropriate officials. If you have a story you'd like us to investigate, email us at investigators@kvoa.com, or you can call our tip line at 520-955-4444.
Storm track